How are we getting on? There's a fair bit of windage today, so it might be a short and a sweet one. There's been a lot of showerage as well. And the sky is looking deceptively blue, but a few of these fluffy cumulonimbus nimbi heading in tenfold every now and again. It was a very shaky start to the day with a lot of isolated pockets of disruption, of meteorological disruption, but we seem to have seen the back of it. Touch wood, cross fingers. We're actually going to be okay here. Is there war on the horizon? I hope not, Pantera. I hope not. I have no information on the likelihood of war at this moment in time. All I can say is thank you very much for joining me here, and hopefully we don't get rained out of it. I've packed a little lunch box there earlier on for today's one, just in case I get a bit peckish. Didn't put anything into it other than I had a couple of roosters still in the pot from last night, so I stuck them into that and a bottle of water, and hopefully we see a few cows. I really want to have an hour at least of cow spotting before any bad weather turns, before the light goes down. It's best to get out now and seize the opportunity. Carpe diem, because we might not be able to later on. And as for tomorrow, it doesn't look great either. And there's a lot of wind here, so apologies about the wind as I transfer. I'll leave you down here for a minute, because I think that might be better. There might actually be less wind like that. How now, brown cow? Grass-fed beef. How's the wind treating you there, lads? I have no way of monitoring the audio on this, so it's okay. Good stuff.
Just get me answers at fast. Now this is my
A few nice lads there. It's not bad. Okay. Stuff. I hope you're doing well anyways. Any crack with you? Any scandal? Tiny breeze, but not too bad.
piece of meat.
The wind is such enough to be able to make you believe everything's going to be okay, and then you get out and you see the absolute speed that some of these clouds are doing. The wind just dragging them along the sky. Marzipan says Hurricane Serena is on the... Serena Williams. I forgot the old tennis is still on. The US Open. I might need to have a look at that there weekend. Is it the final weekend? I haven't had a chance to even have a look at it, to be honest. But I backed Swiatek to win it. I don't even know if she's still in it. Outright. This was a couple of weeks ago now. And Sinner. Saints and Sinners. I'm not sure if he's still in it. I see, what's her face? Goff got knocked out there by Osaka. She's making a comeback. Osaka. She would have been a great bet. She would have been a fantastic bet for it, because she would have been not a rank outsider, but she definitely wouldn't have been in short odds. Look at that field. Field the dream. It makes you feel proud. blessed. Absolutely blessed. Ego went out last night. Bollocks. Well, that's that gone. That's that gone. Sinner is still in it. I didn't put a lot on it. I only put stuck €1 down on it. And the two of those lads. Separate bets now. I wouldn't condone it. I'm not trying to promote gambling or anything like that, but sometimes you do be bored, you know. You do get bored. That's boredom can be the thing that gets you on multiple fronts, you know. And then the funny thing, well, that's not funny, but I mean that could lead. They say the devil makes work for idle hands, but then say if you're on the drink as well, like that's double trouble, because the boredom and then it'll get you to do that, to drink, and then after the drink, if you develop a taste and a habit, then there's no telling what you'll be at. You lose it yourself. So it's good to limit it and try and just get a bit of this when you can, because it's dire in the middle of winter when I have said it a million times, but it bears repeating. And there's nothing like seeing it. It looks like a turtle or something. It's a shell on its back, and then it's got the head of an ant, and two big globulous eyeballs, and a miniature snout, and then maybe a wing or a shell on its back. And as for that, it's like a heart shape, maybe. The left ventricle, the right ventricle, going into the main sac at the bottom. I can't remember the biological terms for that fucking, the big bit at the bottom of the heart. You've your ventricles, and then you've your entracle at the back. Entropic stuff. Somebody there saying it's a turtle with a praying mantis's head, and that's exactly what I was trying to get at, not an insect. But maybe a mantis is an insect. Definitely a mantis head. But it's great to see. I love to see it. You know, as long as they're not getting too thick and too grey and opening up and giving you what for. That's not great. And I'm not a fan when that happens. But as for the mantis, he's doing fine. Yeah, he's going to college. He's going away now. Yeah. He got a place sorted. He's leaving. I can hear a plane above me as well, or at least over in the distance there might be a few planiacs who can furnish me with the details there. Thank you very much there, Joni the American dog. Very, very kind of you. And Conrad and Strava Chan, thank you very, very much there for the tip. He's got his place sorted, but his head is becoming detached now. Twisted. So he's having to go see a specialist before he starts. He's enrolled, but they won't let him in if he's no neck, you know. So he's going down. He's getting something sorted now. They all pair with VHI, and that'll cover him until well, actually, I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, no, his head's come off. His head is still alive though. That's the insects for you. That's the mantis. Never say die attitude of the insect, you know. And as for this ventricle, it's fucking metamorphosized. The problem is his heart came out of his body and then started to go huge, you know, and his left ventricle just began to, you know, what would you say? It's grown in size. He's got an enlarged ventricle. Beautiful day, says your Liz friend. I mean, it is a beautiful day, but I mean, look, don't count your chickens until they've hatched, because it might start pissing down very, very soonly. Very, very soonly. Rusty Bullet Hole Bandit, thank you very much. Yeah, he's doing biology and his head has actually disappeared now, so I mean, that's going to be a fucking tough one. I don't know how you square that circle, to be honest. But he must have been on something. It's a shame, isn't it? Because he had talent. And that's the way it will go. And some people, the youngsters will fall prey to that kind of life, you end up losing the head. We don't know what he was on, but he's gone now. And that ventricle has become detached. And actually a brand new left ventricle has emerged. So that heart just keeps metamorphosizing again and again and again. We don't know. And someone was saying he can still do a PLC, which is a great idea. He was on about maybe doing something in Galway at Monagisha, doing a media course or something now, if they still do it. But yeah, that's the way it goes, isn't it? That's the way it goes. I mean, he can take a year out. He can take a year out. He might come back stronger then. You never know. He might have grown a new head by then. You never know. He might have the hunger and the desire for it then. You never know. Shawnee, thank you very much there. Crazy bit of stratisfaction. The stratosphere. How are you getting on there, Niall? I see you getting a bit of a doings there overnight. I tuned in to see how the stream was going for the nephew. But I thought it was a fantastic story altogether. I saw it, and thank God that you chose that one. Don't listen to anybody telling you otherwise. It was a quality piece of pudding. I think that the nephew just needs to have a few more manners put on him. And as we're speaking there, a brand new head has emerged, like the head of a baby. Looks like a baby's face. Or a pig. Maybe like a pig baby. I'm not sure if the bitrate will allow for the detail on that, but I wonder what your take on it is. And I think, let me see there, I managed to try and get the that chat. I think I got the voice thing working on it. But as I said, I've had to limit it and put a few filters on because it's ripe for abuse, When I stuck it on the last day, there was people saying all sorts of stuff about arses and whatnot, and that's just not how we want to do business here. So I will need to put a filter on it, and just have some safe bets, people who are safe bets, and then a trigger word, maybe Chan or something, to trigger it, because all I want really is not a full-on situation like Pig Baby is gone now. What I want is not a situation where the chat is going 90 the whole time, but just for a few people to maybe have the keys to the car, so to speak, and to be able to go, Tommy, the stream's gone, you need to do this, you need to reset the stream because it's gone bad. Thank you very much there, Notion, for the tip. Very, very kind of you. A safe word. Moderators, ? You say, Gabriel. That's not great either, because then there's a hierarchy that builds. And then you get some people, I remember there a few years back, people were getting narky because people had spares and they started launching attacks at them. But if there's a safe word with some trusted chatteteers, then at least they can say, listen, sort this out. There's someone playing fuck here, you need to sort it out. And then I can get onto it, which will just allow the stream to really flow, There'll be no constant having to fucking check and make sure it's going. It's about half the time. Spanner could be the safe word. I like Chan. I just thought that there, and that's 4 letters. The smaller the better. That's why I was trying to test it out there with Quib the other day, because it's just 4 letters. And but then I didn't do it right, and everybody was saying all hail Quib. And then, of course, they were saying other stuff as well. But if I don't know if Quib is here. If Quib here, then maybe we test that now. Let me see here. John.
Just get me answers and fast. Now this is
Sensitive
my
case,
ass
John.
on the line.
Thrust into leadership. This is the thing, is I don't want anyone to think that I'm picking and you have to then perform a duty. It's just a safety measure. It might not even work. Quib. Okay, so there we have Quib there. Let's see. Let's test this out before we get moving here. Settings.
He seems to know his way around.
That's on there. Text on. Add user.
He seems to know his way.
Quib. Text. Show text is listened. Add that. Go back in time. Put that on. Chan. Message starts Chan. Maybe not Chan. Maybe exclamation Chan. We can change it if it's too much. Maybe if you could test there, if you don't mind there, Quibbage, exclamation Chan is at the start of the message, and then whatever you write as a test, and we'll see how that. Hasn't come through. I can see it, but I cannot hear it. If you throw out, if you don't mind throwing out a few more. No, it's not bitumen. I can see it, but I can't hear it. I'll change the keyword to keyword just Chan with no exclamation mark, just Chan. Fantastic crows. Just Chan with no exclamation mark, it's not. What if I switch off the Quib?
Twisted.
We'll get moving. It's not going to happen. It might need a restart. Okay, now it is. But it's
John would petal.
okay, that's reading anybody's.
Play some Warzone later, Schluggy.
Okay, we'll turn that off. It's
Hey Quib, ask Tommy to do a dance.
don't. Okay, so that we put that there. We'll keep it rolling. It might work there, Quip, for you. You don't even need to put in a keyword. There's no safe pass for this. It's just Quib has full privilege, I think. Still not working. Fucking hell. What is that about? What is that about there? We'll work it out in the interim when we get a bit of time. Maybe if we sit down and have a bite to eat in a bit. But we'll focus on just getting the cows. Okay. Because, as I said to you at the start, that this brief dry spell will last. Crazy for the whites. I'm back on the fucking white slice pan again. That's 2 loaves in the space of 3 days. It's a lot of white slice pan. It's just too easy to get the sandwiches into you. And it's great sustenance and a lovely boost, a lovely bit of pep in the step. Pep Guardiola. I'll try a different name, I'll try a different person other than Quib, but I mean it could be a troubleshooting nightmare. I tell you what, we've got something nice over here though. We have a bit of cow over here. We might have a bit of cow over here. There's no might about it, we have it. It's a mighty, mighty cow situation over here.
Thank you.
I think we'll get it. We'll definitely get it working at some stage. Just not now. Apologies there, Quib. For making you the guinea Quib. Everybody crazy for a nice sliced ham. Looks like rain is coming. Hopefully not. If it does, we could be ghost. Could be a goose edge situation. We don't want that. Just gonna get this cow up and running now. I can see him there. He's looking tasty. He's looking nice. Absolutely ghost. Ghost breed. And there's a lovely pile of them over there, but for some reason there isn't a connection on the yoke. We might move on and restart the stream down the way. Could make it a bit better. A lot of technical gremolados. Oh, there's a great lad here as well. It's a shame. They're not happy, actually. Yep, he didn't like that. We best leave them alone. I'm not sure if it was a lack of 4G. Could have done maybe I should have done a test one before heading out into the field, but again with that chat not working as well, the voice thing, that's a double bad omen for the tech. I've had a couple of bad situations where I think usually it's fine, like, you know, I always have a good rapport built up with them. Them even coming over and saying hello and maybe even feeding them some grass. But the last couple of days I'm not sure whether or not they don't like the helmet. I don't usually wear the helmet, I'm usually on foot. And I think it could be the helmet that's spoken them. They're not used to seeing someone with a big round helmet on their head. That's my 2 cents. That's what I'm thinking. As for those clouds, they're getting a lot thicker, a lot faster, and it's a bit disconcerting because I have really no preparation. The only bit of rain coverage I brought was a bag for the saddle, just to place over the saddle if it starts raining. There's nothing worse than a wet arse when you're trying to go about your business. So that's ready to roll. The smell here is lovely. Connie Nelson. Keep on hearing the sound of metal scraping against metal. Can you hear it? Slow down there. It's coming from up back that way. The winds have changed. And there's a lovely pile of cows out in the distance, but again, we might have to fucking wait till we get another situation of downtime. Restart the feed. We learnt, someone commented on that particular plant there is called fireweed. They left a comment about it saying something about Hitler ordered the men to go and destroy the fireweed out in Russia because apparently it gives vim and vigour to those who, I don't know if they eat it or if they, I don't know if they dine on it or what. Get close here to a bit of fireweed. Fucking hell. And if you snip these bits here, then the seeds burst out. You'd need like a little, see the way the tips of them here are bursting out, and then they've got these little, that's the seedlings that'll fly off, spread, and then germinate. Probably stay inside the ground or something until the next year, and then pop up when the time is right. It's the circle of life. The winter wind and chill and ice and freezing weather freeze it in the ground, almost kind of like a fridge freezer would keep the the veg that you've bought in peas and carrots and whatnot ready to eat. That would do the same for the seeds in the ground. And then they'll be ready once they're hot and moist come spring. They'll start to germinate. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to snip it because, as I said, I don't want to interfere with the raw beauty and power of the nature itself. It's an interesting proposition. And then right at the top you have this stuff here as well. Thank you very much there, Adrian. And you can NYPD. Yeah, that's great stuff. It sounds good. I might get on to you if there's any details of how to contact about NYPD decals. But then it might be cheaper to go China. It might be cheaper to go Alibaba. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. Thank you very much, Joni the American Dog, and Ed H, and Maud Gone. Thank you very much for your tip there, Maud Gone. And Maud's gone, and Maud's back again. And Tig's ma'am. Thank you very, very much there, Tig's ma'am. And Johnny. Got a lot of text there. Let me just see here what we're dealing with. I want to have a look and see if there might have been a clash of identity of devices, which is why we couldn't get an ultra close up on the cow, because I want to be able to keep the distance and not disturb them. See, that's where the Zoomatron 5000 comes in handy. But I'm probably witnessing maybe an IP clash or a clash of the Titans. 2010 1, 2010 1, okay. Get that again now and have a look at that. Yep. First, we'll have a little look at that chat again. It might be boring, but it's great if we get it working. It'll revolutionise the fucking stream. And I know you're saying, why don't you do this, test it off the stream? The paradox is you can't, because if you're tested off stream, you have to start a private stream, and then you can't have any views because it's private. So you have to have people watching. So I wonder, is it's worth the 5 minutes maybe sacrifice of pissing about trying to get it working while we're on the stream? I think might have to change it. Okay, we'll change maybe Quib to somebody else there and see if it works with a different Quib. I'll turn off the Quibbage. The pressure is on. There's one there that there's a lad called D. We'll try D. We'll try D. Chat. No pressure here, D. No pressure. Just a bit of testage. Have we anything? We're waiting for a few. You can spam a few messages there, and we'll see if it works. Nothing coming through yet, Dave. Nothing coming through yet. Pump out the shout, it's not working.
That's a B, not a D. Ftall. Are ye riding a horse, are ye? An L for D. Spam airs.
Spanners.
Fly tipping on you.
Right, that's filtered people out. Now we need to add a username. Maybe D is just too simple. We'll try Quib again. So select chat, filter, username, Quib, done.
D's the only one it's not reading. Add me up. Is everything okay? Haha. Egg and pudding and streams.
Is this Quib or is this
Sure.
is this somebody else?
I'm here, Tom. Hello, Mom.
Return of the Quib. We
Tea
need.
isn't enough. I am a bit simple.
Okay, I'll turn that down.
Hail Quib.
Now there's people saying all hail Quib again.
D, you're not simple. In Quib we trust.
Okay, we'll turn that down.
Here we go now. Maybe try a few people. Quid deck. The not so secret guide to Schlub. Return of the Quib. Hey Siri, what's my bank details?
Somebody just said, "Hey Siri, what's my bank details?"
The Schlub sandwiches.
It works. It works. It's just reading Quib. We've got it. Now we need a few other reliable. But the thing is now we don't have a trigger. It's just going to read everything that Quib says, and that's not what Quib wants. We want the keyword. We want the safe pass.
Schlub 5012.
We want the safe pass.
Field of Dreams.
Beautiful stuff. It's working, man. It's working. As you can tell, there's a bit of latency on it. But imagine that now there'll be no. We get the Zoomatron 5000 working. It'll be all grand. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll put on a keyword, a safe password for Quib. I don't know how we got this working, but we did. Filters in Quib. Message starts with. We're going to try Chan again. Done. We're trying Chan there, Quib. If you don't mind. No, we've no exclamation, just Chan. All lowercase. A lowercase Chan. I'm sorry here for making you do this, Quib. This is, but what we're trying to do is improve the quality of the stream without it.
Chan Ghosts of Chan.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Come on! Pump out the Chan! Pump out the Chan! Now, we'll add a couple more people. Does anybody want to join Quib there in this? But I won't be choosing just for safety. We're rolling out the beta testing, guys. We're so excited. We've crunched the numbers. We've looked at the data. We're rolling out the beta.
Chan Call of Pines. Modern Chan Fair.
Yes. We will just. What we'll do is we'll add someone. Anybody there? And this isn't a favoritism situation. This is just basically rolling out the beta testing for Chan Communications. And it's not a personal thing or anything like that. And we'll go with Nigel just because he was sound the last night. But you're always sound, Nigel. There's no disclaimer there. We'll just see, we'll add Nigel. So we'll just have Quib and Nigel for the time being. And look, if you bow out, lads, and somebody else can let us know that they can take your place, you know. And this isn't, again, I'm not getting you to do it. This isn't like a task. This is basically just trusted voices in the event of the stream going down. Or if something, you know, whatever is happening, you know. Maybe somebody else needs their message relayed to me. Maybe the stream has gone down and I'm talking away to myself for ages. You've got the ability to be able to rectify that. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know, as I said, this is a free country. You've just got privileges. That's all I'm saying. What we'll do now is we'll throw you into the mix. Beta testing. Okay, we've added. Okay, that's Nigel has been added. Darren Mack will add you. Let me see here. You wrote I'm bad luck, Nigel, but you didn't start your sentence with Chan, so it's not going to get read out.
Chan, we're still going.
And that's the voice of the lovely Moira as well. So that's another lad. That's Darren. So it seems to be just Quib, Nigel and Darren. But it's not coming. It's not reading through there. I see Nigel has wrote Chan, but it's not.
John, now there's a copycat of me using my username.
Oh God, I knew this would happen. All right, or did I? He could actually say something.
John, the dynamics have escalated.
Okay, we're taking it off. We're gonna have to take it off. I didn't think about that. That could be a situation now. I think with the YouTube, it only uses the name you've got on the fucking thing. There's a multi-Quib. We'll have to get rid of him. There's another fucking Quib. The thing, if it's Twitch, if you stream on Twitch, I've heard that it takes your exact username identifier, so nobody can copy it, but with the YouTube, it seems to be, it's fucked. And does this other Quib here have your fucking, your badge, your profile picture, Quib? Because I can take him down now. Bear with me here, I'm just going to take him down. Surely it can be done for YouTube too, I think so, but at this moment in time, not the case. People saying Twitch would be better for it anyway. Oh yeah, you'd have to make people mad. Look, let's see how we're getting on here. We'll have to leave it, lads. We'll leave it, because it's too warm and we're missing out on probable cow action here. Only one Quib in the chat, but Quib is saying that this other new Quib, this imposter Quib, doesn't have the profile picture. But then I see Nigel, and he said something with Chan at the beginning, but it didn't read out, so God knows. Stay with her Channy, Channy, stay with her Channy. Stay with her Channy, Channy, stay with her Channy.
John testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's working for Nigel. Thank you. The Nidgemeister, it's working. People are saying there's 17 Quibs.
Just get me answers and fast. Now this is my ass on the line.
Chan Bon Jovi. I'm going to head into the...
John, with great power comes great responsibilities.
Good stuff. I tell you what I'll do is I'll make you a mod there, Quib. I don't like doing it. But you can smash... Oh, God, then... No, I don't like that, because I was thinking you can smash lads with the fucking hammer. Or the wrench, or whatever it is. But then it changes the whole dynamic of the experience, where people are having to do stuff and tasks. I didn't want that to be the way this is. I'm not... That's not what this situation is. Don't quib your day job. Right. The thing is, even if you've got hammers, lads, or spanners, whatever it is, it'll be too late by the time a bad actor has managed to sabotage us. Do you know? But then, if you've got a spanner, maybe that will take... I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm looking here, I can't see any fucking quibs. Can't see any quibs at all. We're rolling out the bait. If you just joined us, guys, it's very exciting. Don't worry, it might look like it's not exciting. Might sound like a lie. It's not. We're rolling out the beta testing of the future of communication. Robots, a robotic intermediary between me and ye. You didn't think it would happen. It's happened. It's here. But there's a few fucking nasty people out there trying to make it go to into a bad scenario. We add Quib there as a standard moderator, can review and remove chat messages. But then I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
Shawnee Schlug.
I think so far these guys haven't they haven't fucked us. So what I'll do is I'll leave it, and we won't do any hammering just yet. But will it be too late by the time it comes through? We're playing with fire. We're playing with fire. We're playing fast and loose with it.
Sean, are we all beaches now?
I think it'll be grand. We've wasted too much time here. And we haven't seen even a lick of cow. I can hear a cow in the distance. Murr. Let's hit the road.
John, does she have to say the John part?
Probably not. She might not have to say the Chan part, but I'm not great with the technology at the moment, and I need to maybe get the nephew to have a look at it. As I said, I wanted to try and test this out off the stream, but I had an awful doings. I got annoyed with the process of trying to do it. You have to do a private stream so that it doesn't go live, and it's not like people are tuning in thinking, oh, there's going to be some stuff happening, when really it's just me trying to test out this technology. But then when you do a private stream, nobody can tune in, so I was thinking then I'll ring up the nephew and he can log in, and then start sending messages as we test it. But it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work. If I try to explain it to you, I'd actually my head would go septic. There's a few moving parts. There's a few moving parts to this, and not enough moving parts, a la cow. But we'll just keep it moving. Thank you very much there, Fat Sean 69 and Adrian for the tip, and John Wayne.
Today is the last day for Tom's hot dogs.
Thank you very much. Today is the last day for Tom's hot dogs. Get 'em while you can. Get 'em while you can. So somebody was saying there were 17 quibs. Doesn't look like it's happened. Not yet anyway. And look at this. These are the lads.
John, get them while you can.
To be able to get those lads now, would be great. But the only thing is, we're looking at taking a break from the stream, and I need to have a sit down and have a snack and have a drink of water first, because it's too much. And you can hear them there getting aggressive again with their seems to work so far. Just wonder when's it gonna not work, you know, and that could be the moment it all goes tits up.
John, respect the sanctity of the cow.
I will do. Now it feels as though you're actually referring to me as Chan, and that's my new name. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it to feel like this, but it does feel like that. I tell you something. I might have to do a stream and title it Minus Crack Beta Testing. And but then loads of people are going to tune in and they're going to see boring stuff. Fuck it. Not much you can do.
John, keyword could be slug.
It could be slug, is right. I'll fucking give that a go. I'll change it. I just wanted... Chan was one letter shorter, so... I suppose there might be a setting in it that says, oh, if they're a moderator, but then that's the problem. I don't want to make handout spammers because it changes the dynamic of everything. The thing is, with power comes responsibility, and power does lead to corruption as well. And once people have that power, people start going missing. And then I get the fucking I get messages from people saying, oh, you have to reinstate me. Or get rid of that fella on the fucking spanner. He's useless. That kind of thing. Seems to be working okay now anyway. We're getting there. With every little excursion, there's always a few speed bumps. You know, you can't expect everything to be perfect first time. What are the back channels? I don't know. Pop up the Chan box. Tell you something, this seat post is unbelievably stuck. I was trying to raise it because it's too low, and that's putting awful pressure on the knees. But it's wedged into the seat pipe. Is right, living on a prayer, living on a slug. So the initial idea was that having the keyword would just allow them to trigger, because rather than it being a way of then I just become only available to chat to certain people. It's not that at all. It was only in the event of an emergency that you hit the Chan button, so to speak. In the event of an emergency, you can activate the Chan protocol, and then I'll have an auditory warning to tell me that something's gone wrong, you know. But I was worried that in giving people privilege, then it sounded like then that might be an invitation to treat, just start on chatting. And I don't, even though I don't mind that, I think other people might be getting jealous then of those that have full-scale auditory access to my ears. And indeed, brain. But it seems to be grand. I don't mind a little bit of banter, you know. Fucking hell, come on. Come on, we should have built up momentum. We should have built up momentum here. We should have built up the momentum. Beautiful cock and a few chickens as well, ready to take the day by storm. Chili hook on.
It's a very quiet road.
It is a very quiet road, and you see, that's it. That's what I want, you see. I don't mind a little bit having the interaction. It's great, Nigel. It is, but it seems to be you'd want to be able to have it for everyone. But then again, imagine that the amount of comments that go through. The whole text-to-speech robot intermediary is not built for that. You go fucking insane trying to field answers to the questions, you know. We find a place out here. It might be less windy around here. Halfway through the danger zone, halfway down the danger zone. Cycling on the back roads, trying to find a cow tonight. Looking for adventure, everybody's feeling alright. We're heading down the danger zone, halfway down the danger zone. Ba ba da ba, da ba da ba da. Milling around the danger zone, taking our time, playing with our mobile phones, eating lots of sweet bread on a fucking Tuesday night. Got a half a pound of sugar, everybody's feeling alright. Sweet, sweet time to be alive. A sweet, sweet ride, and we're feeling fine. Cristiano Ronaldo. You've gone a bit quiet there, privileged lads. Those with the charm privileges have stopped chatting maybe. I put the chan amongst the pigeons with my chat there. And that scared you away. It's hard to know how to deal with it, you know, how you gonna fix it up and what's the etiquette like. You've gone. There's no, you're not even chanting me.
John, not abusing the privilege, really, haha.
Great stuff, not abusing the privilege. The shit thing is, you'd want it to be, you'd want to be able to hear. There's some nuggets that do go by and they're lost in time then. So you want a system that'll also slip through the net. You need a slip system. And a net with plenty of holes in it. Looking forward to getting a bit of a few roasts and a bit of water, a bit of supper water and a few roasters and just a bit of a rest. Reset the...
John, I wouldn't want to be spamming too much messages.
No problem, no problem. No problem, no problemo.
John, Tommy, little John wants to tell you that Jimmy is stuck down the well over.
Jimmy is stuck down the well, no problem. We'll do our best to save him. We'll find a place to sit down here. We'll get channed up and channed out. We also don't know which of the big three is shining in. You'll have to do your own deduction on that one. There's an option to put on the username and it says that, but then it's going to say username and then it's going to say Chan. So that's an extra fucking...
John has only just begun.
Chan, we've only just begun. Chani, for me and Chan now. We've only just begun. Chani. Stay with her, Chani. We've only just begun. Baby, it's you and Chan now. We've only just... E.T. phone Chan. Chani, be good, huh? Thank you very, very much there, Ed H. And CD Chan, or CD Ram, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you there, CD Ram.
John, but not forgotten.
Chan, but not forgotten. It's a shame, isn't it? The Chan is gone. But the Chan will always be there in spirit. No matter what way you skin that Chan. Always protect your Chan from getting skinned. Chan Thomas. Look at that sky though, it's a fantastic cloud. It's the type we were looking for. It's very, very long. Do you know, what about that mantis head earlier on? A perfectly rendered, fluffy mashed potato mantis head. You love to see it, and you see to love it, and you see to summit in November. But it's a shame because the high footfall for the Caesar summit has created a big erosive effect on the mountain, and they did great work there recently enough the last few years, rectifying that path and strengthening it, reinforcing it and making it stronger. But still, most lads might be coming in their droves again this year. It's a lovely tree there, if you can see that just beyond the ditch. I've been looking for a cloud like that all my life, says Red Armchair Supporter. And Sean Silla, Dublin 15. I think the bike will be safe. Just find somewhere to sit down here and, as I say, get the spud into us. Great coverage, interesting coverage out here in the middle of nowhere. Fortunate Sean.
Reliable indicators of stable conditions, forming through diurnal convection and dissipating predictably as surface heating decreases.
Okay. I just got that meteorological update you sent there, Quaben. I think the stream might have gone when it was read out, so you didn't. Nobody to hear that knowledge, but they got to see it. They would have read it, maybe. Great sound here.
John, beware of rogue roaming cows in the field.
We will. We'll have to watch out for them. How are you getting on there? Paul Mischkel, thank you very much. And Lisa loves Tommy, very kind of you. Jonathan Reese Myers, and love the bike, Tom. Pace and power, great stuff. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Bitrate Rollout. We are so pumped and stoked, and half of Silicon Valley is just hanging on the edge of a precipice of exploding with absolute joy and exultant joy, even more joy. And once we get this up and rolling, and we're already getting there, we're breaking the back of it at the moment, but we're getting further and further on. It's a nice and interesting situation. This is a bit boggy, it's a bit dodgy. We'll find somewhere to sit down back the way next to that bog stream ASMR. I'll get the spud going. We'll figure out the camera, and then we'll go cow spotting before the darkness hits. I'm hoping to see a beautiful Frisian. It's just a rare collectible item. You don't see too many Frisians out this direction. It's a lot of brown, a lot of black, a lot of white, a lot of beige. I seen a real remarkable grey cow yesterday, and I was kicking myself thinking that would have been fantastic to see on stream, because that really is a rarity like none other. To me anyways, you know, and he had a very nice disposition about him. A good guy, one of the good guys, one of the good cows. He looked like the odd cow out, and he was on his own, calving his own path, and the rest of the lads around him were pure brown. Bog wit. The bog width of it.
John, what's the greatest lesson you have learned from the cows?
Is just to stay steadfast in the face of adversity, and also just to remember to keep eating, because that's all they're about, is just to eat and keep eating and try to create as much gas as possible. I know that they do, and the unfortunate thing is they're talking about culling a lot of the national herd because of the farts creating too much CO2 or bad stuff in the atmosphere, and I'm sad about that, to be honest. I don't know how it's going to end up, but a lot of them are unfortunately probably going to end up on a pyre, and it's going to be reminiscent of the foot and mouth debacle back in 2001 or 2000. Oh, it will be sad. It will be sad. Apparently we're kicking out.
Is that the methane, is it?
That's the methane. That's the methane. It'll get you. It'll get you, and once it does sink its teeth into you, it stinks. It's not nice. Not nice at all. Just get back to the bike there, just in case I'm in the middle of a driveway.
Sean, a sense of impatience grows in the chat, as the Sean wordplay grows in scale.
Yeah, I wonder, is that, there's nothing I can really do about that. Sorry there, I had to go there just to get what done. And then I tried to
Sean Peter Games.
put the, whatchamacallit on the Zoomatron 5000, but it's having awful trouble connecting. I wonder whether or not it's a configuration. Thank you very much. The other Jeff went into the local Duns early. €8 for minced beef. If I was a conspiracy man, I'd say they want us all vegan with the price. I know. There's nothing you can do about it, though. You know, we're just going to have to roll with the punches on that one. Thanks for the tip, though. Chow down, Tommy. I hope you enjoy your picnic. You haven't even started yet. Thanks for the tip. And Heron. Chan in a million. Have a cappuccino on me. Thank you very much. So what we had was we managed to get the chat working. That's the main thing. Next thing now is the Zoomatron 5000. The Zoomatron 5000. The Zoomatron 5000. And that's operating on 172.2010. That's what that's operating on. So if I switch that on and find out what the Zoomatron 5000 is operating on. 172. It's a frequency. We have a frequency that we need to work with. Got this here, exit menu. Okay, system. Network. Yeah. Streaming. Oh, so it is a different... Yes. Must have reset it. It must have reset it. At least we know what we're dealing with here now. We put that through. 17220. Bear with me here, lads. We're gonna be on the pig's back very, very soonly. They make it hard, but in fairness, it was my fault for not for going out into the field with this without doing the relevant test. I hope you're still there. Can you give me a Chan? Any of the Chan boys? That's your new name now. The Chan boys. Are we still rolling, lads? Because I can't check the chat at the moment. I need the Chans to come through fast. 1722010. 17.
Sean, it is in the field that we learn the most lessons.
Beautiful stuff. So
Sean.
172.20.
Sean, hello, lads.
That sounds suspicious, that hello, lads. Has somebody got access to the Chan privileges? Fucking hope not.
Sean, hello, line 4.
Point 1. 172.2010. Yep. Enter. Dear ditch. Arseless Chan, someone said. Nobody's given me the reassurance there. No Jaw Jimmy might need to be added to the Chan Chronicles.
Sean, my frequency is 141.80. Use it to record missing data.
Good stuff. I'm going to add no jaw Jimmy there because I immediately looked and he was saying you need to reassure him. Nobody had reassured me. Maybe you'd reassured me with the fun and friendly kind of banter message, but what I was looking for, what I needed. See, this is a shite situation, isn't it? Now I'm getting into specifics. Now it's like
John, where your live sound speeds.
good stuff. Thank you very much. That's what I need. But now I can imagine you're sitting there thinking, "Geez, he's awful picky, isn't he?" Now he wants to say things another way. We'll add no jar in anyway because it seemed to be. I looked there and it was. Yeah. Add. All up there. Username. Now, you would have spaces in the name and it's all caps. Okay. Message starts with I'm fucking sick of this, Chan. We need a different keystroke or phrase or safe word, safe pass. Jimmy, you're in the mix.
John, welcome to the fold, Jimmy.
You're in the mix. I'm gonna just knock this off for 1 second and I'll get It works, lads. It works. IP conflict. IP configuration not checked before hitting the field. It was like going out into battle without checking your rifle and making sure it could shoot bullets. That's what happened there. That's what happened there. But it won't happen again. It will not happen again. Well, we're here. A beautiful mindset. And there we have it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Is there anything better of a Thursday afternoon than the last little bit of what would you call that? It's not gorse. I don't think that's gorse, it's something else. But it's dwindling in its presence. There used to be quite a lot of it there last month. Not much of it now. Iconoclastic. Zuma-chan 5000. You're in the mix-up, no jaw. You're in the mix-up. Give us a 1-2 testing with your chan at the top of the tail, if you don't mind.
John, very cinematic view.
Beautiful stuff. Nigel's in the mix. Nigel's in the mix. Now it's time to get the spuds going. Spud works. Doesn't seem to be working there, no jaw. I can see your message, but it doesn't seem to be working, so that's what we're up against. The
test 1 2.
Oh, it works. Chan test 1 2. It works. Great stuff. You're in the mix-up, Jimmy. You're in the mix-up. And there we have a beautiful situation. Last night's spuds reloaded and ready to rock. And there we have the man himself, Mr. Roma, Ricky Roma. Will he be able to do the business against the Hungarians? That's the question. And Sydney has flex factor as well. Great stuff.
John, 'tis a great day for the parish.
You're reading the paper, you stare. You're doing a bit of reading, you stare. No, I'm not trying to advertise there's other papers out there. But actually, I tell you something, the price of the Star, absolutely insane. I thought I'd buy it just so that I have something to read when sat down with the spud edge. €2.50, I think, at the till. €2.90. €2.90. But you'd have to.
Handy spot for reading the paper and skettling some spots.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder about the price as well of the production of the paper. It's not like it used to be. It's all the mechanics of it are very, very intricate, and it costs a lot of money to do that kind of thing. Whereas the circulation and the price and the money they were getting off it back in the day was so much. Fucking hell. It's getting crazy, isn't it? You open the page, it gets very crazy. And but they were making so much money that they could afford printing presses and all that kind of stuff. Sydney Sweeney and all sorts. That was terrible about the Lisbon thing, wasn't it? The train. Army Ranger, drug seizure on the MV Matthew. Put us on the map.
John, it's getting fast out there.
It's getting what? It's getting fast. It is getting fast. It's a bit of a crazy selection, isn't there, of heads going for the presidency.
John, but can you really put a price on the vast knowledge provided by the paper?
You can't. You really can't. And you don't know who it's going to be as well. 3 men. Each of them widely adored by the general populace. And let's not forget about Mary Hannafin, loved by the people. And Job Geldof, a real sweet, sweet dude. A guy, again, loved by the people. It's going to be a hard choice. Who's it going to be? Or Conor McGregor? We don't know where it's going to go. All we do know is it's going to be a bumpy ride. Heather Humphreys as well.
John, I heard Marty Morrissey is in with a fierce shout.
Huh? Marty Morrissey? I don't think he's in the mix. He hasn't put himself into the mix. How about this lad here? Possibly, maybe, about to throw his red Stetson hat into the mixing unit for the presidency. Dream big, sleep better, save more. Out in Coolock. Drop by and visit me in Coolock for an unbeatable value on Irish-made mattresses and bedroom furniture.
Nintendo Game Boy.
Ah, there we have it. The fucking feared Asian hornet. It's the third nest has been found. The third nest has been found. We need to keep an eye on these little fellas. They are nasty. They're a threat. Nothing against Asia or Asians, but those hornets look like they could do a certain bit of ecological damage. Look at that nest. That was found, because it says there, found, hornet's nest. If we can act quickly, we can prevent this destructive species. That's the word on the street. That's the word on the street. Cork area is being monitored. The public they're urged to set up traps. So that's crazy, isn't it? What's going on down in Cork? That ordinary members of the public are going to become hornet trappers. A third Asian hornet nest has been discovered in the south of the country, it's believed. The first 2 sites are in the townland of Bartramley between Rathcormac and Watergrass Hill to the north of Cork City, and on wooded land close by the South Ring Road in the Douglas area of Cork. That's crazy, isn't it? That is a crazy bit of business. The likes of which we've never seen before, and you mark my words, these guys will not stop. Once they've one nest, they'll have another. Once they've two nests, they've four. Once they've four, they've eight. Once they've eight, they've got fucking 12 or 16. And once they've 16, it's the rest of the 8 times table all the way to the sky. You mark my words, they need to be dealt with. These lads need to be taught a lesson before they start teaching us a lesson. Mark my words. You mark my words. Another situation there with himself. He got done, didn't he? For making bad tweets. But this guy, I'm more worried about him. What happens once he reaches Mayo?
John, how can we legislate for this?
We can't legislate for them. That's the thing, we can't legislate for them. There's a guy I know who in Westport, and he works a lot with the bees and stuff, and he was telling me the last day, Tom, the fucking thing is we can't legislate for these cunts. We don't know where they're coming from, we don't know who's bringing them in. I said, I don't know, they might have come in on a flight in someone's suitcase. He said, then he started going off on a major conspiracy theory, saying that it's all planned from Klaus Schwab down to the European Union, what's her name, Christine Lagarde, that apparently he had seen some post on Facebook that said that these lads are all part of the master plan to replace the Irish people. But they're going to kill us first with their stings, and they're going to make a few of these nests as well, and we need to watch, we need to keep an eye on them.
Twisted.
I think the rain is coming in, lads. We need to put this away, and we need to not get wet. I'm sorry about this. This will have to continue at a later moment. We just need to get out the shower. We're getting wet. We are getting wet. We need to find a bit of shelter, and soon, and fast. It always feels like China's watching me. I'm turning off 5G. Oh, it often feels like China's watching me. I'm turning off 5G. Oh. Just a few. It was spitting, but it wasn't.
Sean, no Joe Brawley on you?
Yeah, no Brawley at all. When I looked at the weather, the rainfall radar before heading out, it said there wouldn't be any more showers. We'll get a bit of cow tipping, or a bit of cow spotting done before it turns. You can see that it's coming in. Funny though, isn't it, I was just reading about the hornets and telling you about what that fella had said about them, the conspiracy. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'm not into any of that sort of stuff myself, but a bit fucking weird, isn't it? The moment I started talking about the hornet conspiracy, that the rain started. Huh? That's a weird one, isn't it?
You can use your survival techniques to fashion the newspaper into an umbrella.
I could, but the paper is no good against the power of the rain. The mighty rainfall will vanquish paper any day of the week. It's like rock, paper, scissors. If you'd have done rock, paper, scissors, water would beat paper. Do you know, you can add that to the mix-up. More variables, you see. But what would water? Water would beat paper. Obviously, it would make paper wet. Would it beat rock? No. Rock would definitely beat water. Although water would envelop rock. Rock would sink to bottom. Depending on what... Then we're getting into fucking... how variables like how much water we take. Was there a bucket?
John, in that case, you could make a paper boat then.
You could, but you'd sink. You'd die. You'd sink to the bottom of the sea. But again, how much water are we dealing with here? You'd have to specify that before going into battle. And that would lead to a lot of conflagrations, the likes of which it's not going to be conducive to a quick game. Do you know, you're adding one more element to it.
John, you could let it get a little more wet and then turn it into a fashionable papier-mâché helmet.
It sounds like an absolute artist's dream. Arts and crafts, papier-mâché. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard it was all the rage back in the 70s. Tron used to be on when Make and Do and all that sort of stuff, but I never liked it, to be honest, because the rendering of the fucking puppet or the face that they were making always looked a bit like... It wasn't like nowadays, you know, where you've got 3D printed shite. Papier-mâché had a lot of blotches on it. People just looked generally ill. Do you know, when you saw the face and the painting on the face, they didn't look right. They were out of sorts. They weren't well. So I never liked it. But it's an interesting concept, all the same. Thank you very much, Christian, for the tip. Any chance or mass producing, I beg your pardon, the tactical Chan hat? We need all we can get. Well, it's here anyway. All you need to do is stick on a bulbous helmet on top of your Chan, and you're ready to go. Banner 216, thanks very much for your tip. Chris D, very, very kind of you. And McPhail, Daily Chan, Christian Irwin, very, very kind of you lads. And fair play on the helmet. Not many role models for the young bucks these days, says McPhail. Thank you very much there, R. Glynn, for your tip as well. And the rest of you there, I think I managed to get everyone. If I missed anyone, surely. Banner, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. I'll definitely get you, or I'll get the nephew to get you on when the next stream is. But I think I got everybody there. I've missed a few streams. Who's this robot lady, says Andrew. It's just a beta. We're rolling. How are you getting on, Andrew? Great to have you, buddy. Because all of us here at the stream are stoked to present the rollout of the beta testing for not the Asian Hornet and not Graham Linehan, but the robot intermediary source, who will act as an intermediary just to, in case the stream is ghost or whatnot, or if there's an emergency, like, you can see something happening that I can't, like a rainstorm coming in, or, I might have a snot on my face, or, maybe I've got a piece of meat or something on the moustache or something. That's a last chance to be able to tell.
John, I have your IP address. Andrew, only joking.
I have your IP address. Only joking. Okay, Darren, we didn't. I didn't like that. Then I got a bit scared when you said that. So I'm sorry, Darren. You are a nice person. You've always been. I thought you were trustworthy, but you made me scared there for a brief moment, and that wasn't what the privilege was given for. So I'm afraid, Darren. I'm sorry for this moment. You're out. I'm sorry about that. It's not. Look, I still like it. It's nothing personal at all, Darren. This is just purely a communication breakdown. And again, at least it sets the record straight then for any future. People aren't going to be playing holy fuck with it then, putting the shits up me. Hang on a second though. Were you saying that you've got the IP address of Andrew? Or are you saying that? Because the thing is, Darren, I'm only hearing it straight away. And I might not have heard Andrew, even though you wrote the joke. Haha, well, I had a laugh there that maybe you had Andrew's IP address. Actually, do you know what? I don't think you should be making Andrew feel fucking uncomfortable with that as well either, Darren. Do you know? And look, I don't like doing this. My hands are tied. This is the beta rollout test, and we can't afford to have any hiccups. It needs to be a smooth ride from here on in. Do you know? So, now Andrew in the chat, I can see him saying, is my IP address ghost? I don't want people in here believing or thinking that maybe they've been compromised. Do you know? Their internet is compromised or anything like that. So, we'll put you on the on ice, and we'll put you in the fridge for later, just in case. And no hard feelings. You're a sound skin. Look, you only made the cut of the privilege because I know that you're sound. And let's just see there. Chat. Put Darren in the fridge for a moment there. Darren Mac. Yeah, we won't delete it.
John, we are here to enhance the human experience. Joaquin Phoenix loves us.
Great stuff. That's great. You see, it's a positive message, and there was no miscommunication there. There was no worry that someone's IP had been compromised. That has left good news. The flip side of that coin, lads, is that the Asian Hornet is in town. That's a bad coin, but that leaves out a brand new slot. And I'm wondering, is there anybody there that wants to just take that place while we're rolling out the beta testing, and maybe another Chan to hit the stream? No hard feelings from Darren. Do you know what, Darren? I'm going to reinstate you, because you've learned. You know, it was a harsh lesson now, but we'll reinstate. And again, I don't like this. This is taken away from the beauty of this. It's meant to be looking at cows, cow spotting and flora and fauna. But I've actually become mad with power now. Darren, you're back. You're back in town, buddy.
John, those clouds giving rainfall vibes. John, investors allege a level of technical rigor and courteous and dignified expression of the process can be achieved. Welcome back, Darren.
Great stuff. Welcome back, Darren. Okay, and I think maybe... Yeah, it was good. It's a lot to take in. The robot voice, unfortunately, it gets a fucking bit annoying after sentence 3. Even though that was probably all one sentence there. So maybe that's... The thing is, I wanted Rishi. And I had Rishi on the other day, and people... That was ripe for abuse, and people started abusing it. We're ready to roar again. And we've no more spud, you see. That's it, Gonzo. The last of the great pretenders. I suppose now that we know... No, I'm not going to put the Robo-Indian book back on because...
to the sweet spot.
Because even though we've got some people who know what not to cause havoc, I can't be too sure that would be the case. But I thought Rishi was
John,
a gent.
Great to be back. The fridge was fierce cold.
No problem, Darren. No problem. You learnt your lesson. We'll switch to Rishi, and if there's any fucking arson around from you, I don't think there will, because the 3 lads or 4 lads that are in are usually, they've always never put a foot wrong. So what we'll do is we'll text it up, change the voice back to Rishi.
This is your chat speaking. Listen carefully.
Good stuff. That's himself. And we can speed it up, maybe. Speed up the voice. There we go. If there's any arson around, lads, it'll be a sad day, that's all I will say. I think it's just that his enunciation is clearer than Moira. Don't get me wrong, Moira's great, but for some reason it works better for Rishi. For me, anyways.
Chan, very disturbing that.
Now, we're meant to hit the road, but I feel like fucking having a lie down. Do you know, the rain has ceased to exist. But there are a few cow out there that need to be seen to before we get going, you know. The Rishi is grand, but is there a Raishiki option? I don't know what. Is that the sumo buck? I don't even know what he sounded like, or even if he had a voice. The potato made me a bit sleepy, I think.
Chan, no better day to lie down in a bog.
This is it. This is it, Jim. This is it.
Chan, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
Yep, well, I tell you, once we get going, we see a few cattle up close and personal. Without scaring them, we will be grand. We just try and make sure we've got everything going here and everything's okay. We are rolling. Still rolling. We're cooking with gas. We'll add a few more headers to this. And look at that, a lovely bit of peat as well. Stick that into the bag in. Lie down on that. Use the paper. Repeat. Oh. This is not comfortable. That works. It's not great though, it's not comfortable. Salah's clash with Cop fans. Mo Salah's hit out at Liverpool fans who celebrated the departure of Diaz and Núñez. In an ex-post. Rejuvenated Ferguson to bring Serie A form to the Aviva. You'd hope so. Ferguson has made an impressive start to life in the Serie A side and last weekend put in a man-of-the-match performance in the 1-0 win away to Pisa, the Leaning Tower. And I tell you, he's a tower of a buck himself. Hopefully he'll be leaning in to head a ball into the back of the onion sack on Saturday. It's going to be a tough start, isn't it? We'll get a good result against him. Imagine getting the win against Hungary. That's the wind in the sails necessary. You know. Mind me, lads, just checking, making sure we're still rolling. We are Loops. Thank you very much for the tip, Loops. Chan City at night. Can you hear me? Are you feeling alright? I didn't anticipate on lying down. So apologies if it's a bit of We are sucking on diesel, someone said. Great stuff.
Chan, John, everything is okay.
Good stuff. Thanks for letting me know there. That's exactly the kind of interaction which makes this go a little bit smoother. That's for sure. Happy as Lowry, the Irish Open. Coming to a golf pitch near you. Thought that was that Daniel Kinahan for a second. It's not. It's John O'Shea. It's John O'Shea. He's in the setup, is he? No time like the present. Adam Ida is hungry for goals. Hungary for goals. Confident as ever, despite the week's Celtic exit. Ida was late into the camp. Where did he go? Did he get transferred, did he?
John O'Shea.
John O'Shea. John O'Shea. Bond of brothers, conquerors of Europe, celebrate good times and absent friends. The 1998 under-16 squad with Brian Kerr. There's the old team there. Many familiar faces. Some transformation. The under-21s need fast start tonight. Under-21s at 5 o'clock. That's soon enough.
Should we try not to say any brand names?
Try not to say any brand names. I'm not sure. Was I saying some brand names there? I'd say, yeah, for ye, just exercise caution, lads. It's all really, it's we're testing the beta rollout here. It's very, very touchy times. We can't afford to upset the carriage at this moment in time. We've done a lot of work trying to get here. Devs have been working around the clock. Believe me, devs have been. We even had Dev from Coronation Street come by yesterday for our luck. And he said it looked shit. But that was because I was trying to test the text-to-speech with the private video. Then I only realised afterwards he couldn't enlist anybody to watch the fuck.
Ads, please. Thank you.
Couldn't enlist anyone to watch it. You know? 7:10 at Laytown. One to watch. Giuseppe Cassioli. Willie Mullins. But if I was to have a flutter, I'd probably go with Expound. Those are the Mayo colours. And then another Mayo colours are Jungle Cove. I wonder who and why puts ads and stuff like that, planning permission into the main paper. Is it not a bit much to have to contact a fucking
John 924, Grand John.
9 to 4? It is in America. The American calendrical system is 9 to 4 today. But you'd wonder why do you have to write into the Star to say you're going building something or you want planning permission? Like, is it not a freedom of information? You just you put it up on a website and then that's that? Why does it have to be in the paper?
Your 924 is an iconic prize.
Just Jane. Her tantric teaser is a filthy turn-off. It's a bit early in the day for this. Sleaze hell of my girl. Do you know? What page are we on there? 34. It's a bit much at this time to, you know. I know that some people do want me to read the columns, those columns, you know, because they're a bit of crack. They've a bit of crack maybe when we're down the pub and it's
John, too early for scandal.
Too early for scandal is right. Bit of crack when you're down the pub and you've had a couple of pints and you should read a bit of fucking Just Jane or fucking Deirdre or whatever it is. But you know, we're only it's only a fucking 5:45. It's still early enough. You can't be getting reading out that kind of stuff. But trust fucking tantric means. Thank you very much there, Bat Lad.
Chan Dev Patel would read them.
Has anyone really been fair even, has decided to use even, you're making a tongue, you're reading, you've wrote a piece of text that is hard for me to read because it's purposefully confusing. But thanks for the tip. Razor, thank you very much. TG4 ran an expose linking Connor Williams' recent return from Japan with the Asian Hornet Panic. What's your take on it? I don't have any take at the moment, but thanks very much for the tip. If it's true, then I think that's a fucking disgrace. And he'll need to pay the price. Serious questions need to be asked of him, if that's true. And you're saying that was on Tina G last night. Well, I'll have to have a look at that. If they have a way, can you watch back on their player? I'm not sure you can. Have you heard that plane? Maybe it's not a plane, maybe it's just a large truck. I think what
John, everybody needs a bicycle for a pillow.
Yeah, you're taking the piss there, Jimmy. We're going to have to let you go. You're a good guy. No, nothing personal. We need to remain steadfast. We'll change back to Moira. We'll change it back to Moira. How would you do that again now? Camera. It's a shame the way
that does sound like a plane.
The way I can't have what I want, you know. It has to be, you have to make compromises. Sometimes you just can't always get what you want. Isn't that Barry's song? The Tom Petty or can't always get what you want. Maybe Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
John, unlucky lad.
Yep. Low hit rate. Has it been low bit rate? It's great news that I can just be reading away. We'll have a look at it's nearly. We'll have a look and see if there's anything not that salacious, and hopefully we can get away with it. Christopher Lee is after you. Look at the eyes on him. He must have been on the smokes. And then he was...
John, the bits are sound.
Great stuff, thanks for letting me know. He must have been on the smokes because he's got the red eye of the rolling season.
John, the bitrate seems perfect.
Brilliant. He's also got a pale complexion that you get with those kind of drug fiends. And he must have had
John Chat is reporting good bitrate.
Good stuff. And he must have had a bit of a hunger on him then, because he got up in the middle of the night and started eating a raw steak, which is why there's a bit of blood running down the mouth there. Uni tells its students thanks but no fangs. University staff issued more than 20 trigger warnings to students that gory vampire tales might be scary and include themes of cannibalism. What is the fucking world coming to? Do you know, it's you can't even tell fucking ghost stories now. You can't even tell a fucking Dracula tale without someone getting up in arms about it. I don't know what the future holds. They say the sun will be burning out in 5 billion years' time. It's plenty of time, but will we even make it to that far with all the shite going on now? Do we deserve to make it to 5 billion years? And the world has probably been going for about 5 billion years. Do you know, but we're humans, we haven't been around that long in the grand scheme of things. And then you look at human timeline. I was saying it the last day, I'm not going to go down that fucking road again. It's existential. City.
John the creepy clown, the nun the grim reaper, the werewolf, the
Wednesday.
vampire, the zombie Wednesday Addams from the Addams family and the devil.
Thank you very much. City St George's University of London cautioned folk on its literature course that the bloodsucker yarns could be upsetting. It was accused of pandering to a woke set of prejudices after it published alerts over religious beliefs. Sexually transmitted diseases and eating disorders featured in its set texts. MP John Hayes hit out and said universities should open minds rather than close them. He said staff should assume that people who apply to study books and films can handle a range of topics and are ready and prepared to enjoy new learning. Students were also told that Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino's 1994 cult classic starring Uma Thurman, contains depictions of physical violence, sexual violence, slurs, and drug or alcohol abuse. City St George's was approached for comment. And there you have him. An abuser from the past. It's always the ones you most suspect. Look at the eyes on him. If he was walking down the street, the questions would need to be asked about who he was and where he was going. What's his gate? What's his business? He's not from around the town anyway. Did you see that fellow walking around earlier on with the red eyes and the cape? Where was he going? Do you know him? No, I've never seen him before. Fucking don't know half the people here. Don't know half the people. I don't know who's going outside. You're in the you don't have a clue what's outside. You should be able to fucking leave your door wide open. You should be able to leave your door. People used to come and you just walk into the house and you'd be fine with it. Nowadays you don't know what's going to happen. You cannot have the door left wide open all the time. You cannot, because your men, the cape will come in and fucking sink his fangs into you. Thanks very much. Fangs are for nothing. We don't have any, we need to get the cow going. How are you, Jake? Look at that guy, though.
John, the vampires can't come into your house even if the door is wide open. You have to invite them in.
They could fly in, they could climb in. But, you know. They're a bat. Anyway, Dracula's a bat. And then he changes into a man when he gets into your house.
John Zumatron 5000 status.
That's ready to rock. Ready to fucking rock. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just feeling a little bit sleepy at the moment. I'm sure I don't want to fall asleep or anything like that, but it's fucking nice. Could just rest the eyes for a moment, lads.
John, please do not drop into a potato-induced coma at this moment in time. John, sleepy time.
Years ago,
I was in the moment of just falling asleep there, just drifting off. And then that fucking woke me up. But then I was in a state of sleep paralysis. And I could feel it, I could see what was going on, but I couldn't move.
John, is everything okay?
It is. We're okay, we'll do it. We're gonna make it out of here. Stay with her, Johnny. Aldi Sachs, thank you very much for the tip there. It's all ahead of you, lads. It's all a laugh now. You think it'll never happen to you. Oh, I'll never fall asleep. And then wake up in sleep paralysis. But it's all ahead of you. And particularly bad breathing and whatnot. And day terrors. Never mind the night terrors. It's the day terrors, the worst terrors you'll ever see and have. We gotta get on the road here because we're gonna lose light and we need to see Cow. Crazy, isn't it? Actress Sydney Sweeney shows how staying on script while fronting a Jimmy Choo campaign is no stretch for her. The flexible leotard-wearing Euphoria star was able to practice her lines whilst reaching back to grab one of her €1,527 knee-high boots. And Sid's handbag pose proved she has earned her acting stripes. That's brilliant. Fair play to her. Well done. We'll put this away anyway. We'll get on the move. Yeah. Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. You said you were high class. That was a ball of shite. You said you were high class. Massive ball of shite. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Choose out like that. Getting the show back on the road here, lads. One moment.
John, all I see is grass, and all I hear is leather.
It's grass, the combination of grass and leather. Sheer heaven. Sheer heaven. This must be heaven for everyone.
ASMR.
Leather ASMR, but it was read out as leather asthma by Moira, who's doing her best to parse the information between us. Sometimes it comes out a little bit strange. Now we stick our camera on there. There we have that. Can hear an outboard engine in the distance there, or a plane engine or something. It's deceptive. There'd be no VFR flights going on. I don't think, not now, not at this time, not with the clouds. It'd have to be a little bit more coverage. Get this fucking thing around my head. It's getting grey, isn't it? It's getting very grey. It was nice to take the weight off there anyway. Ultra Chan 5000. No sign of the rain anyways, not yet. We don't know what the next hour could bring.
John, will you be having some fish and chips?
I'd love a bit of fish and chips. Yeah, I've still got a few tokens on the Tim Reedy fish and chip voucher extreme. I'd love some, but I won't be going there, not tonight. I'd say the next day. Take the show on the road, go somewhere different. Because yeah, I'd have to get to Castlebar to avail of that fish and chip. But it's fucking mental, because every time I go in there, it's like they've no record of how much fish and chip credit I've got. So they're relying upon me to tell them how much fish and chip credit I have. So it's high trust fish situation that they've got going on there. Lovely rose here. Fantastic piece of pudding. Infinite fish glitch. I wouldn't like to exploit it, like, you know. Bog pool. re-wetting the bags, Minister. Some of the bags here are wet. Wet as an otter's pocket. You'd wonder what they're on about when they say re-wetting the bags. How would you re-wet a bag when there's rain? Like 70% of the year, 75% of the year, maybe 80 or 85. What does that mean? Unless they're on about just re-wetting the bag during the summer. You still get enough rain then as well. Don't answer me that. Ireland is the land of water. Like water is everywhere here. It sounds like I keep on hearing like a broom sound. Like a wooden broom, but there's no wood on the bike here. Strange sound. I might have a flat. Just a second, let's see the back of this. It's not a flat. I put enough pressure in that before I left. Plenty of pressure in it. I just don't know what the sound is. The sound, like the sound of a fucking broom handle slapping against the side of the frame of the bike or something. And that's lovely as well right there. Maybe the wheels need greasing. They might do. They might do. We're looking for a cow. With the radar on. Get somewhere over here. Might get something. We haven't been down this way, maybe. We might see something down here. There's a load of big massive pile of fireweed over here. Tons of it. Have a look here. Loads of it.
John, contact Master Miller for any information on local flora and fauna.
I will do. Look at that. A lot of that has bloomed and blossomed now. We've seen tons of it earlier on, but it still was yet to blossom. That's a load of it right there. We see a cow or two now, we'll be fucking flying it. That sky is delicious as well. More of it there. Oh, we got something. Yeah, we got something, lads, we got something. I almost went a bit American there. We got something, guys. Okay, we got something. We caught one, we got it. Cow down. Cow and the beef and the cow. This guy's a cheeky situation. He's hiding, but we can see him. We won't go close. We'll stay put. We'll stay here. I'm going to switch up now. I'm going to switch up. Oh. Itchy head there. I think we might have a bit of midges. I'm not sure, but there might be a bit of midges. We've a lovely situation there. We just need him to look at us, which would be great. Apologies for the shakiness of this. We've another great pretender over there. That's nice. That is nice. Hopefully that triggers the situation. We've got I wanted to add a little bit of a few whistles and bells to this, so that when we did see a cow, we had a sting, like an auditory sting. So maybe here.
They are cows, they are sweet.
There's another fella right in the distance.
Lovely cow on this day. Feels so good to see them play. Having fun, eating grass, taking time out to relax. Pumping methane to the max without paying tax.
Absolutely stunning work from the cows. You wouldn't get it anywhere else. And I've been to a lot of different places. I've seen a lot of different cow, but I haven't seen cows as healthy as the cows in Ireland.
John, majestic.
Absolutely majestic. Bit of shite on that cow's arse, but we won't hold that against him. And now we've got another mover and a shaker. tasty shaker maker. Let's get the focus going on this, lad.
John, the cow song is class.
Thank you very much. It was only just something to underscore the importance of the switcheroo. And these guys are getting a little bit more inquisitive now. A little bit more inquisitive. 3 of them. 4 of them. A pack of them. There might be a bit of aggression. There could be aggression, but look at the colour on that lad. The white head, the white strip down the back, the brown cow. And these guys are interested. These guys are interested. But they're far away. They're far away. We're not causing any problems for these lads. In fact, they might be causing problems for us in a moment. We might need to get the hell out of here.
Thank you.
We have to be careful. Please be careful. Please be careful. Pure and utter cow. I think we'll leave it there because these guys are getting a little bit shook up. We'll keep it rolling, we'll move on, we'll keep it lit.
They are cows, they are sweet, what a lovely taste. A lovely cow on this day, feels so good to see them play.
Few technical gremlins there, guys. Didn't mean to hit that cow sting so soonly after back. Apologies about that. We need to see if there's any more on the go. They were nice. Nice to see you, lads. And it's great to see a bit of friendly cow action. Love it. Love your work. Love what you're doing. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you. John till November, thank you very much for the tip. And David Chan and pork steaks. Thank you very much for the tip there. We'll chan away anyway, we'll see if we can hit the minty chan and find any more animals before it gets a little bit too dark for that kind of behaviour. It's getting fairly windy now. Johnny be good. Christ. Apologies about the camera work here. I'm trying to not let it fucking fall off on the floor and then we end up riding over it. We got the Chan going down. Moving on, Chan, baby, all around the town. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a Chan, baby, if that's what you are. Moving on, Chan. Moving on now. Time to break, Chan. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. Moving on, Chan. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me, Chan. Ba-ba-da-bow. 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 Ba-da-bow. Ba-ba-da-bow. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum-bum-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. A chip, 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 about a fish and chip. We got the chip and the fish and the fish and the chip. A big pile of chips and a lovely lock of fish. They've got it going on right now. Got the hands. They've got down. We're up down. We're down the horse. Move it on up. Move it on, Chan. Time to Chan free. Nothing can Chan me. Move it on. Better be careful here. We're going fast. Come off the fucking thing. We're on the lookout. Got a car coming.
John Pace.
Chan pace. Just have to wait for this car to go by. It's a tight little manoeuvre here. Time to break, Chan. Nothing can Chan me now. Chan Turismo. I was speaking to Paul Turismo there yesterday. Out in Sneem. And he is of the opinion that the Asian hornet is nothing to worry about. He even thinks that it might even bring a stroke of luck to some communities, especially the ones that are fighting to stay alive. I said, how did you fucking work that out? He said, nobody's touching the Asian hornet market yet. Big market for it. Something about its sting. And also, the Asians go crazy for it. So there's a bit to be made by someone who's got a little bit of pep in their step of mixing up the medicine. That Asian hornet sting and can be used for something or other. The Chinese go crazy for it. Field of Dreams. Someone's saying it's an aphrodisiac. Charmed but not forgotten. Not a lot out here, I tell you that. Not much cow. I thought there would be a lot more cow. But I think we hit a big bog. A gigantic bog. And that's put paid to any sort of cow or livestock around here. Bog stock. Great air. Nike Air Max. Take it like a John, baby, if that's what you are. We're coming for you. Lock, bog and barrel. As somebody says there. Darren, or maybe Duff. The whole kit and caboodle. Lock, bog and barrel. Ocean Drive. Come on, lads, come on. Where are these cows? I hope there's no rain on the way. It's getting grey, it's getting dark. Need a sit rep. We need a sit rep. Pork steaks. Pork steaks, lads. Smell of fucking diesel or clutch. That exhaust needs checking up and it's kicking out a fucking hefty enough whiff. Who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of superstar. Just who do you think you are? Like a John, baby, if that's what you are. Cause we're churning on up, churning on down. Time to break John. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can shun me now. Wow, look at this.
John, the weather forecast says to expect light rain.
Okay, light. Look at that though, we've got a nice lock of fucking fireweed. It's wilting, it's rolling over to the side. It's letting out. It's making its presence felt, it's expressing itself. Yeah, and the clouds look ominous enough as well. We're moving on, Sean. Nothing can stop me now. And it's getting busy on the road here as well. We want to be careful. The Sean forecast. Something with a donkey, couple of donkeys. Den donkey conger. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star, yeah. Just Time to dunk free. No. Time to dunk free. Nothing can dunk me. No. Pa-pa-da-pa. Pa-pa-da-pa. Pa-pa-da-pa-pa. Pa-pa-da-pa. He's got a snout. It's looking white. Pin prick ears into the night. He's got a friend who's walking tough. Lovely pair of donkeys and they ain't looking rough. They're eating grass and walking fast. Looks like he's wearing a lovely mask. He's got 2 white eyes and a wide snout. Kinda terrifying if you don't work them out. They're dunking on hard, dunking all the way. They're coming over ya. Lovely pair of donkeys, moving on dunk, moving on snout. Time to break free. Lovely pair of donkeys, yeah. Bum ba bum, ba ba ba, ba 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 ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Look at the strut. It's like the catwalks of Milan. Rio de Janeiro. The donkey from Ipanema. Donkus. Donks and Bigfoot.
John, feed him there, Tom.
I won't feed them. I don't want to get involved. Maybe we'll wait. We'll just admire them. We'll admire them. Wow. How are you getting on? What's the story? No, don't touch the barbed wire. Don't touch the barbed wire. Oh, lovely snout. Oh, what a snout. Beautiful snout. You're lovely. You are a sweet piece of beef. Sweet piece of beef. Look at that snout. Up close and personal. He's got a bit of grass already in his mouth. Is it a he or a she? Nothing can tell me. Size of the ears on it. Size of those ears. Lovely stuff, lads. Look, you're doing great work. You're doing great work, and we'll talk to you. I don't want to leave you hanging. I think you're expecting something from us here, but we have nothing to give you. I'll bring a carrot the next time. Huh? I ate the spud. Nothing left for you. We'll talk to you. Captain Sack, thank you very much for the tip. Very kind, yep. Time to break free. What have we got here? More livestock. It's a singular cow. It could be a bull. We'll keep our distance. I don't want to go too close to these lads. Let's just stay here. Oh, it's 3 of them. They're mighty. They are looking mighty.
We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know.
Sorry here, lads, it's a bit shaky. I'm just trying to get a little bit of stability here. Because it's a tough cookie. This fella here is a tough little cookie.
Milk for morning, cream for tea, out in pasture, happy free. Bells softly ringing under boughs, we love gentle, sweet, lovely cows. Oh, in the meadow graze all day, gentle, peaceful, chewing hay. Soft eye shining, calm as breeze, dairy fantasy. I love cows, I do.
Sorry there, we're not meant to have it. It keeps on coming back on. We're not meant to have that alert coming back on again. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. I forget to deactivate that before leaving the scene. It's just a cheerful and cheeky auditory cue to let us know that we're changing the scene. Wow, we're gonna scare these guys. We don't want to act. We just act normal, act normal, act normal, act normal, act normal. These are lovely guys. We have struck cowpat right here. I'm gonna move on over here. We've got a beautiful one with grey spot. There's a fucking lamb in the distance. There's some miniature cows known as calves right here as well. We just need to get. I want to scare them. We don't want to scare them. And it's sad to think that they're going to be fucking culled. Well, not these particular ones, but, you know, like, to deal with the herd, the national herd, needs to be wound down, apparently. And it's sad. But... we just need to be very careful not to startle them. Because if we startle them, that's a bad situation. We don't want to startle them. There's a small bucking over there. And then beyond the fireweed, we've this fella here. It's a big one. That's lovely. We need to be very careful here, but it's in its element, beyond the fireweed, and they've got the fireweed in the foreground here. That's really nice. That's a lovely shot, the way that develops into this buck in here. Absolute cinematic bovinity. The day's divinity. The day's divinity.
Without doubt, they have no fear. Roaming land with mowing cries and horns in hand. Beast beware, don't make sound, or you'll be chased across the ground. Horns are sharp, the breath is flame. They whisper softly, call your name. I really like the cows. cows are out, watch your house. They'll attack you without doubt. They have no fear, roaming land.
Sorry there, lads. The fucking tune.
Beast beware, don't make sound, or you'll be chased across the ground.
Sorry there, lads. The fucking tune is on again. We need to get rid of that tune. It keeps coming on, and it's a mistake. It's a big mistake. Because you have to be ready to turn it off. Thank you very much, by the way, to Tim Reedy for the tip. And Captain Sack, thank you very much. Watching from Longford or Lapland. Could you give a shout out to my Finnish friend Tommy, who's watching along here? I hope you're getting on well, Tommy, or Tommy. But thank you very much. And Tim Reedy, thank you very much. All the best to the lads in Lapland. The Laposphere. Lovely scenery. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Well, loving it like this. Do you really like it? Is it wicked? We're loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like that. Richard Beefwood. Sorry, there's a lot of wind. Apologies for that. Got some distance players, long distance. We've got a few long rangers. Might be able to get a good look this week. They've some great colour on them.
The earth is choked, the air is scorched, the hot too fast, the land will burst. So whispers spread, culling at night, thinning hard by human right. Yet from their flesh a feast is made, grass-fed riches brightly laid, a marble gift of field and flame, sacred cut bears cattle's name. I really like grass-fed beef.
Absolutely lovely. A lovely way to end it. It's been nice to see these guys. We were short on cow to begin with, but they came through in the end, and we're gonna have to go because they're coming after me. They're coming after me, lads. We'll talk to you later on. Thanks for joining us. All the best. Fuck. Shit.